Kind of looks like a gummy, like a grape one. You know? Alright, we win! Bam, 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 bam. Now some videos are probably going to be late today because this took way longer than I expect. But yeah, I was getting some unlucky rolls there.
My mind reels to think such terrible power lay concealed within this tiny crystal. I was led to believe that the church sought the stone solely to bring to life the legend of the Zodiac Braves. Yet the Marquis and others used their power to become Lucavi, and they thought it justified. The mere notion fills me with dread. These are not the miracles of legend, but the gravest evil.
The truth was kept well guarded, from you and Isolde alike. Even Wiegraf knew naught until he lay near death. Like as not, Lord Fulmarv bestows the stones without revealing their secret. 'Tis only when the bearer has struck a pact and risen as a Lucavi that he brings them into the fold.
Intentionally put people in situations where they could potentially die, and then great, now you have another demon for your squad.
Which leads me to wonder, how many have thus joined him?
What is it that they seek? That my father seeks?
I cannot see their ends. If we are to judge from the massacre at Riavanes, they possess power enough already to drive an army to its knees. Yet still they do not use it, or even flaunt it openly. There must be a reason, and that reason is our answer.
Well, we know it's because they're trying to summon the angel that they've spoken about. Basically, the thing that Alma is the heir for, because they're trying to go to where Saint Ajora was buried based off of what we got last time, but Alma is like the reincarnation or the perfect, I guess, body. Like I'm trying to think of the word, but you know when like it's like, oh, you're the chosen one's body for the bringing back this demon back to life. You're a host. There we go. You're a good host. Alma's a good host.
Surely they stay their hands for something. The tales depict the Lucavi as irrepressibly savage beings, who cannot be felled by men.
They could be felled by this one, hey!
Indeed. They do not appear to be the undying demons of which the legends speak.
Legends are but stories, I suppose. Embellished with each retelling. After centuries, who is to know how much has been changed?
Exactly.
Lord Fulmarv refrains from using his power to wreak wanton destruction, instead preferring to operate in the shadows towards some unknown goal. And as he succumbed, Marquis Elmdor spoke of salvation for souls who yearn for power. But what salvation could the Lucavi possibly have to offer?
The selfsame power bestowed by the Auracite, to wield which is to become Lucavi. My father entrusted me with this, the Sagittarius stone. It seems he saw me as a candidate for his demonic horde. To learn how wrong I've been about everything. I feel an utter fool. Ramza, I entrust the Auracite to you. I no longer have need of it. But in return, I ask a favor. Take me with you. It is my duty to stop my father.
Your aid would be most welcome, Meliador. Let us journey together.
Wherever my father may be at present, he will eventually return to our headquarters in Molond. That is where we must go.
Which I'm guessing is where Saint Ajora is buried.
But ere we set forth, there is something important I must mention. At my father's orders, the Capricorn Stone has been delivered to someone who I can only assume is another candidate.
Delita?
Your brother.
Oh.
Count Dicedog.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we don't really know if Delita has a stone, honestly. Dicedog, though, makes a ton of sense. I mean, they were talking about him at the meeting, saying, like, yeah, he's a power-hungry idiot, of course.
What? My brother?
Okay, I definitely remember this next, like, arc or part, I believe. Meliador wishes to join the party. Yeah, welcome.
I must find the truth.
I do love this character. I've always loved her look. It's probably one of my favorite things about her. I just like the fit. The green is cool. hell is happening out here?
He disappeared. Search the eastern hall. He was injured when he sprung his cell. He couldn't have run far.
Yeah. Oh. Orin! Thought it was going to be Delita.
Orin! What's happened?
God, you're a sick badass, Orin. You were fighting all those people off? I mean, I guess you do have that thing where you just summon the call of the cosmos to stop everyone, which is great.
You're bleeding.
Your Majesty, there is something I must tell you.
You mustn't speak.
I beg you. Hear my words. 'Twas not Count Orlando who murdered Duke Goltana. The man found dead beside the Duke was an impostor, planted to frame my father. My father had been imprisoned here on charges of treason. But he fled with Ramza Beowulf ere the killing took place. He fights now to frustrate the High Confessor's plot.
I did not think the Count a man who would plot up rebellion.
The door won't open! Queen Ivalice! Are you safe? Please open the door, Your Majesty!
But if not your father, then who? Why go to such lengths to frame him?
It was...
Your Majesty, has he harmed you?
We found him! He's in here!
Ah, there's Delita.
Leave us.
Damn, sick cape, Delita. You look like a white mage paladin. The cape gives me white mage feels, but the armor, obviously, different. We even get a little bit of new art for Delita.
My lord?
Stand up, turn, and walk back through the door.
But, Lord Commander,
It was not a request.
as you command, my lord.
Yeah, Delita's taking to this role well.
I beg you, hurt him no further.
This is a foolish thing you've done, Orin.
Traitor! You have no right to speak to me!
You act as though you did not wish for what I did. Look around you. Do you see any earnest tears? You were not alone in praying for the demise of that blustering oaf. Far more rejoiced than not, in fact. I even made your father out for dead. You should thank me. No one pursues a man known slain.
I am in no mood for japes.
Why would you do such a thing, Delita?
I told you, didn't I? I worked to see you made a queen for true.
So Orin does still have some, you know, fealty to Goltana, it seems. But he also doesn't know what Orlando's been told at this point, I don't believe. So I feel like if he can have a conversation with Orlando, he'll realize that Goltana was being a shithead anyway. So, because yeah, he was being framed. Orlando as the murderer was being framed, but Goltana seemed to, you know, just very willingly drop his friend super easily. So kind of screw Goltana. Like, you have no allegiance to him anyway. Fuck the guy.
Naught you do is for true. You wish only to use me like the rest.
You do not trust me. You trust me or you don't, Ivalice. Which is it?
I want to trust you. I do. But it is not such an easy thing.
Especially when you've been privy to all of the betrayals and backstabbings that Delita has done for this rapid ascension he's gone through. Like, yeah, you would want to believe he has your best interest in heart, but my god, he's really good at deceiving people.
Return to your chambers. I would have words with Orin.
Please do not hurt him.
I won't. You have my word.
Where are your chambers even at? Like, what is this place? It's like a weird layout here.
What I meant to do is done. I only sought to clear my father's name. Go on. Just make it quick.
Stop your whimpering. I do not mean to kill you. That would be a waste.
What use could you possibly see in me?
Your loyal service.
Again, you jape. I would die before I bent my knee in your service.
No. No, you would not. As was the will of the Black Lion, I am going to bring down the northern sky. And when that sky falls, the land of Ivalice will again be made level. Then, I build a new kingdom for Ivalice. The High Confessor will face judgment as well, of course. I am not the Church's hound.
Yep, you're just using the Church. Like I said, Delita's got some mastermind shit going on in the background here. Really playing 5D chess with everyone, and they're just super easy to deceive.
Are you mad?
Far from it. You know what I do is right. It is undeniable. Undeniable. A common-born squire takes the reins of a knightly order and leads a wayward kingdom from the midst of chaos.
It's quite a badass story.
The masses yearn for a hero. I give them what they wish.
Using aught and all to forge your legend. Even me.
Yeah, I mean, common-born squire, once again, he has to do what he can to see that ascension happen.
Is that so wrong? What? Do you mean to kill me? I know full well the High Confessor himself sent you, Valmafra.
Delita is a very interesting character because, like, what Delita is actually doing here is definitely better than a lot of the ideals that other people are doing. Delita's kind of even keeping Wheatgraff's dream alive of trying to elevate other people and fix some of the problems at hand. The question is if he would become the people he hated once he got to that position of power. But he's doing underhanded things and some dirty tactics, but the people that he's against are not only in a higher and better position than him, but also do the same underhanded tactics, so he's just fighting fire with fire, basically, and he's like, I don't mind dirtying my hands to see the dream I want to come true, so...
Your orders are to kill me at the first sign of betrayal, no? Do it then. Stab me with that dagger. What's the matter? You need only plunge the blade into my heart.
Damn, this is bold.
If you will not, then do not blame me for this.
Okay. Killed Valmafra.
It's just over here.
Beg pardons, my lord, I cannot keep your pace.
Ah, you're gonna check the grave, aren't you? Because this is Barbonet's theme. This is Barbonet's theme. Okay, you're gonna check the graves, Zalbog. Gotta see it for yourself just to make sure. You really, really need a lot of convincing before you're willing to betray Dystarg. My god, the amount of convincing this guy needs.
Lord Father, I need you to take a look at something over here. Catch.
Oh,
Can you tell me the name of that mushroom?
of course. It's moss fungus, my lord. Poisonous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not the deadliest, but not something you'd want in your stew either. It gets you in the end.
So I hear.
Do you think we should be getting back now, my lord?
What has you so terrified?
Don't you know, my lord? Moss fungus grows only on corpses. And, well, they say it's a bad omen to find it growing on a family grave.
Yeah, I wonder why.
The house falls as the cap rises, or so they say.
On your way then.
Oh! Huh. Kind thanks, my lord.
God, I love the animations in this. Like, I don't think I've actually mentioned it. I mean, maybe I mentioned it way earlier in the playthrough, but something I really love about Final Fantasy Tactics, and when I played Final Fantasy VI, because I played that one kind of late in life, one of the things I appreciated is just, like, how much they did with, like, the like, little that they had for cutscenes. Like, and I love that. I love that so much. It's like they do so many cool things with it and convey such an interesting thing, and that's like kind of why I didn't like the cutscenes in like the PSP remake. Like, they were cool and it was neat to see them and they were obviously beautiful, but I liked seeing the cutscenes unfold in this way because it's so cool seeing like how they move the characters around and place them to convey their idea, and it lets your mind wander a little bit. It's kind of the thing people have said before about the Lego games. And once they started adding in the Lego characters actually being voiced, it kind of took a little bit away, because before they would always pantomime and not speak and kind of get what they were trying to say out that way, and it created a lot of really fun comedy and stuff. So like seeing the art interact with the limitations of its medium is really, really cool for me, and it's one of the reasons I love these like old PS1 style JRPGs and stuff so much, and why I'm frankly a lot of the time not super interested in full-blown like remakes like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, it's cool to see them remade in that fashion, but it's also so cool what they do with the originals, you know? And if I was going to see a remake, I would rather see something like Final Fantasy VII that completely changes everything, because then it's like a different game. You're just experiencing the story in a different way. But I like to, basically, if you have a remake like Final Fantasy VII, you can enjoy the original and you can enjoy Final Fantasy VII. It's not like remake is replacing the old Final Fantasy VII. It's just now you have two different games, basically. And I really, really like that. And in this game's instance, it's not totally completely different, but they preserved a lot of the original art and intent of the original remake, and that's how I like remasters and stuff, or original remake, but that's how I like remasters and stuff, when it preserves as much of the original stuff that was going on for the game, because seeing those limitations in the art style and stuff is just so nice, and there's so many cool things that they do with it that I think could probably still be applied to things today if we weren't so incredibly focused on graphical fidelity and things. But that's, I'm going on a whole tangent here, but that's also why I love stuff like Octopath Traveler and stuff, and seeing the like 2D, 3D thing kind of gain more ground, because it is like a natural evolution of this kind of art that I think looks fantastic and really good. Like, Triangle Strategy did a great job with it. But God, I'm really rambling now, sorry.
Your fee is promised. The rest should help you forget what you've seen.
Forget what?
Good, Chemist, good.
Lord Brother.
Yeah. Zalbog's or Dice Dog's a little bit of an asshole, if we're going to be real. I've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. Honestly, at this point, I should probably split these up into two, because now my videos are going to be up late, because this took a pretty good amount of time. So I might as well just get to an hour and 30 minutes for like 10 more minutes and just have this be another video. So let's take care of some things after that long journey that we did down there. We could maybe read about the other stuff. I think there's I think we can start another quest now too. Yes, there is a little quest snuck in here. But we're rapidly approaching the end of the game, so we do have to be careful with that. There is still a quest I can do. I do want that. The only problem with this is we need 500,000 gil to do this particular quest, and it would be an extremely useful thing to have.
Good day to you.
Mind.
What'll it be?
Okay. Rumors.
It's just root. Anything else?
Nothing?
That's the spirit.
Okay, love is in the air. Please take this letter, yeah.
Right then.
It was a complete success in every sense. 'Twas like a dream come true.
Anna, the renowned singer, is to be married. After 7 years of long-distance courtship, a date is finally set. The lucky man is none other than Edward, a bard employed at Ivalice. We were greatly honored to hear the news firsthand. Edward's gentlemanly manner has caused many to suspect he may be a prince, mayhap of continental royalty. Nevertheless, his charm is no doubt what attracted Anna to him. We wish the two of them every happiness.
Indeed. It fills me with pride.
Furthermore, we have been
rat
waiting
tail?
to show you this mysterious artifact we acquired.
Long used by sorcerers as a magical reagent, this exquisite delicacy was once the catalyst for a full-scale war. It has an extremely potent flavor. How is it an exquisite delicacy? It's rats. Are we specifically... do we not have a lot of rats here?
Fine treasure. Congratulations.
I guess rats are rare. You know?
I'd consider that a job well done.
Okay, so yeah, once again, we need a lot of money for the thing that I want to do, and there are ways to make that happen.
Welcome.
Something that we could do is hunting, which maybe I could do that kind of in between episodes here. It said there were new things here. Don't actually know what. But yeah, it sucks not getting the, oh, it's probably some of this stuff. It sucks not getting the incredibly busted sword from, Elder. Like, that thing is crazy, but winning the fight and also getting that is pretty hard. Like, you have to, you know, do a bit of grinding for it. And I'm of the opinion that we will, I do think I want to buy another one of these. Well, I guess I have one. I should just equip it on Agrius, actually. But I want to, I'm sure we'll find things that are just as busted, quite frankly. I'm really trying to make my brain work here. Immunity to Silence and Berserk might potentially be useful. And then Phoenix Downs, we do need some more of those.
Are you thank
There you go.
May
Okay.
I help with Iowa?
So, I don't even actually know really what was added there. It might have been like a few new weapons or something, but...
Welcome.
Tavern.
Rumors, will that be all? You're interested
Errands.
then?
Lionel Emissary. A ship escorting an emissary from Lionel Castle has been set upon by pirates and sunk. Cargo is very important. More dredging! As the capital staff are panicked beyond words, I myself smell a money-making
Who's going?
opportunity. Always
How long
with
will you
this.
commit? Very well.
Okay.
Needn't think.
Alright, let's go over here. Tavern.
Good day to you. That's the spirit.
Lionel
Anything to come
Emissary. Okay, so this part of the map is done. We don't have any new things to grab down there. Tavern
Welcome.
here.
You're interested then?
Catadona. I am terribly shy, so much that I have never had a real conversation. Please help me learn how to speak with other people.
Who'd you have in
we can-
mind?
Oh, wait.
Anything like that?
No, I gotta go turn in some stuff. One sec. But, yeah, there's ways for me to make money. I can maybe try to do that in between
Welcome.
episodes here.
Make yourself that's the spirit.
We'll see. Yep, Minimus the
Use
Melancholy.
Right then.
I am glad to report that the task was successful. 'Tis a proud moment for us all.
After defeating the creature masquerading as Count Minimus's cellar door, we performed a search of the room as a precaution. We discovered a large cache of coin, along with some rather interesting documents. Nature of these papers would take too long to explain, but suffice to say they implicated the Count in an array of misdeeds. We apprehended him and received a considerable bounty. Certainly was not the outcome we expected. Yeah, screw you, Minimus.
Pissed.
I'd consider that a job.
How dare. You'd be implicated in horrible things.
A warm welcome.
But you had a lot of money, so
That's the
not a
spirit.
shock. The Garland Magic Melee. The month of Virgo is upon us. Confident in your command of the magical arts? Then put your money where your magic is and enter the Garland
Who you
Magic
sending?
Melee. None of these characters are good at
How many
magic.
days for anyone? I'll see. Anything like that?
Alright. We do need to go back to Egros for the story, so I will ignore that for the moment.
Greetings.
I don't suppose there's any new things here. Like, it said we got something new, but... Oh, okay, it was some flails and, like, maybe a polearm or something. Yeah, so nothing new, like, armor-wise or anything.
A warm. You're
Good to
interested
know.
then?
Historic Revolt? Lately I've been seeing a large number of youngsters digging for something in a mountain outside of town. I wish I knew what they were up to.
Who you sending?
Don't want to send them. Let's go get my people back from over here. We do have a lot of these to clean up. Okay, this is where 2 were. Diving expedition.
'Twas glorious, spectacular. Our efforts were rewarded many times over.
We took part in a diving expedition sponsored by Thompson Traders, an outfitter located in Yardro. Participants came from many walks of life, but most were children of the nobility, eager to experience life as a professional diver. We were even fortunate enough to come across a sunken wreck, and within it, a sack bursting with gill. Diving is not easy work, but our efforts paid dividends despite the exhaustion.
'Tis almost...
I'd consider that.
Small amount of gill. More divers.
Who are you sending?
Here you go. Get back out there.
How many days for this errand? Anyone else?
Mining expedition. Have you considered becoming a coal miner? Oh wait, we gotta do this.
An errand right then.
All went better than we'd hoped, from start to finish. It isn't the gods, but our own skill we've to thank for that.
We were told of a sunken cargo vessel known as the Falcon at the bottom of the West Burgos Sea. Falcon was thought to have encountered a typhoon as it carries tributes from the continent, sinking the ship. We succeeded in raising the wreckage from the seafloor and retrieving the lost tributes. The ship's hull bore the terrible scars of a furious storm. Solemn reminder to the dangers of ocean travel.
I never thought. Not only that.
Ooh!
We also discovered this valuable artifact.
It's got peacock feathers and everything. Designed for victory parades, the ceremonial helm favors flair over function. The myriad precious stones adorning the helm attest to the affluence of a once great nation. One thing I've always found, like, to be kind of a bummer, a little bit, and I guess, you know, it just didn't make sense, etc., was a lot of the cool artifacts that you get. I wish they were like actual pieces of equipment you could use or something, because we've gotten like some crazy swords. Like, it would be a really cool opportunity to not only make these errands more rewarding besides just the gill reward, but also make it so that you could have some really fun pieces of equipment to shake things up, like that gill blade doing something weird, this helmet doing something weird, you know, like, I don't know, I think of something like this and it's like, oh, enemy units are more likely to attack this particular unit, and it could just be limitations, or, you know, they didn't have the time or they didn't think about doing that, but that was a cool thing I would have loved to see in the game, because we've gotten so many cool things.
A fine treasure you've found there. I commend you.
Like, even the materia that we've gotten, if that was like a, you know, I'm thinking like, if it was an accessory you could equip, and basically it gave you access to like special magic or special summons or something, as long as you were the right class, like that kind of stuff would be really cool. I'm thinking like old Final Fantasy where like you know, like the older Final Fantasy games where you would have a blade, if you go into your equipment and you use it, you could cast like Cure or something with the blade. Like those sort of items and pieces of equipment that have active effects on them, which definitely leans more into like the D&D trappings of early Final Fantasy, because early Final Fantasy was definitely inspired by D&D in a variety of ways.
I'd consider that.
Okay.
Who are you sending?
These 3.
How many days will you allow for that? Anyone?
Oop,
how many?
14.
I'll see.
There you go. Alright, and then we have some here as well.
Warm welcome. Want to earn some
Just
gil?
clearing out the rest of this. The behemoth. Uh-oh. But my eye teeth have saw up the mountain. Yeah, okay. So this is probably a wonder.
News to share. The job was a success beyond our wildest dreams.
We headed off to Bravenia to investigate the farmer's tale we heard in the tavern, hopeful of locating the ruins. The mountain was beautiful, bathed in fog, like a picture from a fairy tale. And peeking out from behind that white veil, the ancient wonder itself. Yet even in that seemingly untouched wilderness, the effects of the war were evident. We'll not tell exactly what we saw there, it is best seen for oneself. We left with mixed emotions, knowing that even this hidden enclave of paradise would eventually disappear.
How glad and to compound our fair fortune,
Tozus Village.
we came across a rather fascinating ancient site.
A race of gnomes known as the Lilliputians inhabit this village. These gnomes were ruled by a merciless dictator until a mighty giant known as Atlas freed them at long last from their oppression. The name Tozus derives from the ancient word meaning very distant place. This feels like a mythos thing I'm not familiar with, because it wouldn't be a... It says Atlas, so maybe it's that.
Another. Congratulations. You're standing.
Hey, I'm a level 6 adventurer. Get hype.
I'd consider that.
You can go out and take care of this behemoth, even though none of you are actually fit for it.
Need anything? Thank you.
Luckily, none of these side quests have, like, you know, level recommendations or anything like that. Let's go down here to Lionel and take care of this one, I suppose. Like I said, this will be a weird episode, but it feels like a good idea to have a break episode like this after all the crazy action-packed ones we had before.
On errands, right then.
It was a complete success in every sense. 'Twas like a dream come true.
A ship secretly carrying a Lionel emissary was attacked by pirates and sunk. Her cargo was clearly of importance. Luckily, we were the ones to bring her up and performed a quick search. One of the passenger cabins, we found a treasure that we claimed for ourselves. Oh, are we allowed to do that?
We were met with even greater fortune when we discovered this peculiar treasure.
Black cat. Oh, that's so pretty. The figurine of a black cat has eyes of lapis lazuli and claws inlaid with diamonds. A piece of considerable antiquity. It is highly sought after among collectors. Well, it's ours now. I want that.
I commend you.
Not even because it's made of diamonds and gems, but just because it's cat.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Thank you. Go up here to Zolland. So more units returned from an errand. So we can do this Catadona thing.
Will that be all? Thank.
Okay. Is there one more I can grab? Yeah, the Garland tournament, I'm guessing, is what this is. We've still, like, barely done these fights, but like I said, there'll be a way for me to collect some of that money, and if I have time today, I'll try to do it.
Interested then?
Alright, let's find out how this went.
Tell us how it went.
Tell us how the struggle tournament went.
The task concluded with great success. 'Tis truly a blessing.
The annual Magic Melee, hosted by the Garland Mages Guild, again took place in Garland. Competitors fought one another using only magic, allowing mages of all stripes to demonstrate their skills. Though we all performed admirably, only I won through the initial rounds before defeating Alistair, a black mage from Dorter, in the final to become the 13th champion in the contest's history and the recipient of a fine prize.
I never knew.
That's not all. This little oddity found its way into our hands. Don't ask how, though. It's a long story.
Ancient firearm used bullets infused with various magics in later years. Yeah, don't we already have this?
I'd consider that.
So that may be a redo one. Because I swear we already had that artifact. Like, question, yeah, it's like straight up listed here.
Here speak to you?
So maybe not. Yeah, maybe we didn't have that one before. Maybe I remember the machine gun. But okay. Cool. That's done. I could go up to Ivalice. Go away, all of you. God, I'm just this is just a goose chase at this point. Lately, I've been seeing a large number of youngsters digging for something in the mountains. I wish I knew what they were up to.
Who's going?
Okay, we'll send these and then an episode done.
Need anything else?
There we go. All right. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for some more.